Righto guys, I'm back with a little bit more of a stuff to add to my edition of Christmas in July. Okay, so I'll show a little bit more in depth today. So got this knife. It is made in China, but it was cheap. So that's just for the kitchen. Got this sheath here, this camo sheath. I got that for my 16-inch Latin machete. And although it doesn't, although it's not ultra snug, you probably don't want it ultra snug being 16 inches. But it's not pathetic either. See, like, I'm giving that a fair bit of a shake, and it's not coming off. If I do hold the sheath and give it a bit of a shake, it does come. But as you can hear, there is some friction there. That was nice, and at least I can put it in my backpack now without poking a hole in my bag. So, okay. Next we've got the Silky Saws Big Boy. I've got the Gomboy, the 240 Gomboy, and what's this? This says 2000. Yeah, so this is a 360mm or 14.2 inch blade, and it's got the curved blade. Okay, so these are designed specifically for going above your head or down on an angle below your waist, instead of straight cuts for something that's like at hip height, or something in a more easy or a purposeful position. So I like my curved blade on the Gomboy. So the big boy is just that little bit bigger for the slightly bigger tasks. Okay, and then next to that we've got the Pocket Boy 170mm or 6.7 inches. The purple is the very fine or extra fine tooth. So I've got that, and my other Pocket Boy is that as well, because we got such hard wood over here. I got these specifically for either A, cutting small limbs, so you want the small teeth, or B, I mainly got this for building shelters and things like that, and cutting extra hard, dry, seasoned wood. So I'd be chopping things and mainly getting it down with the Gomboy and the Big Boy. But to do the finer, more accurate sort of cuts and joins and stuff for building shelters, that's what I've got these two Pocket Boys for. Next to that is the Hultifer's heavy duty knife. You've probably seen in quite a few of my videos. That's a little bit hard to do one-handed. Yeah, I'm a big fan of these. They're $15 here in Australia. They're probably like under $10 in the US. I think these are fantastic value. They're not a big blade, they're only just over 4 inches, but that's the leather sheath I made for my other one. This is my original, but they work extremely good for striking fires off the spine, or striking ferro rod, sorry. It's got a fairly sharp, very close to 90 degree, if not 90 degree spine, and all that focus on it. It's a pretty stout blade for the price. Okay, next to that is a Victorinox boning knife. And next to that we have a Falkeven ceramic sharpening steel, or steel rod, ceramic rod, or whatever, for sharpening. I've only got a very old one that Aussie Pete Morrissey gave me, but it's well and truly used. I thought I'd buy my own. Then these two little orange ones, they're Ontario Knife Company. Little Traveller and Navigator. They're very light duty. This one here, I don't think it's a very one-handed operation sort of a knife. That one doesn't lock. There's no lock on that one. And this one here is a little flipper. They're about $20 Australian. Probably not the best value in the world if you're looking for just a sturdy, stout knife, but I guess for their little intended roles, being just a lightweight little keychain sort of knife, yeah, they're gonna do the job. That's definitely not really a one-handed operation. Like, it's a bit difficult to close even with two, but it will do your little tasks that you need to do in an emergency. This one here, this is the Heli Gupp. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it means lynx in Norwegian. I'm a bit of a fan on these like little simple taco leather sheaths. This one has like a dangler sort of, or a swivel belt loop. The knife itself, hang on, I needed the assistance of my mouth. There we go, curly birch handle, stainless blade. Is that going to focus? Of course it's not going to. But this is very sharp. So yeah, I'm slowly getting a little bit better quality bushcrafting knives. I got another Smith's Pack Power tinder maker. Got a torch. There was a torch. Had a sale on some torches, so I got this little gem. Claims it's 1700 lumens, 284 meter beam allegedly. Yeah, I'm into me torches and stuff, so thought why not. It was on sale, so I got a few torches of very similar, a few Olights and a couple other brands, can't remember right now, Bright Night or something like that. What else have we got? I didn't buy these. That's my Tops Brachimo, that's my Ultifers Heavy Duty, and that's my Castrom. Curly birch handle. Okay, moving down here, these are the Ferro rods I got. Got two Ultifers. They're fairly good value. Doesn't say the size on here, but those two are 6-inch, so looks like it's probably about a 4-inch one. It's fairly heavy, fairly reasonably robust and reasonably thick. I'd say that would have to be about 10 millimeters, 40 cal. Then I got two 6-inch Ferro rods and three 8-inch. Unfortunately, there is no, and they're by half. They're 6 and 8-inch by 1/2 inch. It's not going to focus real good. There was no brand name on those. They're probably just generic China, but they were the right price. They were in stock, and we're having big issues with getting stock in Australia at the moment. This was a AV Adventurers or something like that brand. This is actually probably a pretty handy size. Again, that's probably about 3-inch. It's probably 3-inch, and it's about 8 millimeters. So what's that? 0.23 of an inch. And this one here is a bokeh. It has a little compass on the end, which sort of seems to work okay. It's got the old little bead neck chain striker. It's inside this you know, protective alloy case. There's nothing too flash to show you there. It's just a ferro rod, probably about this size, about 3 inch or something like that, 8mm. And I've got my little books. So Bob Cooper, Outback Survival. That's quite a vast, covers lots of different subjects in there. Working with weeds, that's more about your soils and how to make the most of your gardens. If you don't want weeds to grow, change the pH and change some things in your soil, and that'll stop the weeds from growing. You know, obviously there's going to be more to it. Bush Tucker, written by an Aboriginal woman, and yeah, that's just going to be Australian Aboriginal sort of knowledge. Bush Tucker, Wild Food Plants of Australia, that's apparently quite a good book, and the Weed Forager's Handbook. So, oh, that's right, and I got this sheath as well, so that fits the 12-inch my 12-inch Latin machete, and it's again a reasonable sort of fit. So anyway, that's the stuff there. Looking forward to getting out and having a play with it all. Cool.